My name is Jess Hinton. I am from the UK. I'm actually from a small little island called the Isle of Wight, where I grew up. As a kid, I was super sporty, and I also competed at the national level in trampolining. And then, after doing various different jobs, I then joined the British Army, and I commissioned into the Royal Artillery in 2010, where I then had a 6-year army career. I ended up in Singapore in 2015, and that was after having left the British Army. I decided that actually, initially I wanted to go into security, so I actually did some work in the Middle East, working in Saudi Arabia, training the first batch of female security officers there. And then I decided that actually doing contract security work probably wasn't what I was interested in long term, and I wanted to go back to my passion, which was sport, and that led me to send various different governing bodies emails on whether they needed trampoline coaches, and by chance Singapore got back to me. The motivation behind Ministry of Fitness is kind of quite selfish in the sense that it was all for my trampoline athletes. So the journey in Singapore has been quite tough. I initially started out as a coach and then set up the Singapore Trampoline Academy. And we were actually homeless for quite a while, and in that process, in order to make trampolining be viable, I had to set up something else, and I drawed back on my military background and saw that there was a niche for boot camps done with a little bit of grit in an indoor environment, and obviously with trampolining you have a lot of space that goes with it, so therefore it kind of made sense to put the both together. Biggest sort of challenges has been finding space. Singapore doesn't have a lot of real estate, and actually the ideal situation for trampoline is you have big high 10-meter ceilings, so actually finding a space that had enough roof height for my athletes, because they jump really high, has been quite tricky. The Ministry of Fitness, as a 5-year goal, I would say would be to develop and build the brand that we've already established, and actually try and look to then franchise out, hopefully, and find different locations. We know that our product's good, and actually now it's time to sort of develop and evolve that, enabling us to push it out bigger. My advice to anyone wanting to set up a business in Singapore, especially in the fitness industry, would be initially have a great wad of cash down to start with. Make sure you've got financial investors that are really invested in you as a person. My second bit of advice would be, if you're trying to start a brand from complete scratch, kind of be a little bit more sort of realistic about your figures to start with. The last thing I'd say is, do you know what, if you've got a passion, just go for it. The Ministry of Fitness came about purely because I love trampolining, and I love the fact that I've managed to develop athletes that not only are competitive on a Singapore sort of national level, but after 3 or 4 years of training are now actually kind of competitive pretty much on a world level as well.